What the hell? What in the world is this? Alrighty guys, what's going on today? As you can see, we are not in my Duramax today. My Duramax is actually got taken by my boy Rich, Stanton_Rich54 if you can't see it here. Actually, that kind of works. It's like backwards on the window, but backwards through the camera, so I think you can read it. Anyways, it's right there. You guys saw it on the outside. We're taking this truck to go put a radiator in it. It sprung a leak on the outside edge where the plastic meets the aluminum of the radiator, I guess. So we're gonna take his truck, do a full go through of the front end, check everything out, and he actually took my truck to go detail it. So little truck swap for the day, and yeah, I get to roll around on some forces today, you know, living the good life. So we're gonna head over to the shop and kind of start getting into this thing, tearing it down, all that good stuff. So we'll meet up back in a little bit when we get over there. Alrighty guys, so you've seen it, we're at Eric's. We got the grill pulled out, which is just little tabs. I pulled a bunch of them out. Just pulled the headlights out, the two little pins. We left the bottoms in. We got the bumper wrapped just so we don't mess up the paint or anything, try and take care of everything. You're gonna start by taking the two little 10mm bolts out of here and here. It's the headlight bracket and the AC condenser. There's two 10mm bolts behind here that you need to take out with a ratcheting wrench. And then underneath here, up on the inside, is three 10mm bolts, and this whole upper cross member will then come off. So it makes it a lot easier to get this out and take it out. That way we don't have to pull the whole fan, like shroud assembly and everything back out. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of work on taking that out. We're gonna let the truck cool down because we just drove it over here. So in a little bit, probably go grab some food, drain the coolant, and all that good stuff. So we'll keep working on it, get this whole top side ready to come out pretty much, and then pull the radiator out. And it should be a fairly quick job. It shouldn't take too long. So just kind of getting it all set up, ready to go. Alright, I believe we have everything off that we need to take off. We got a few more bolts that we're gonna have to take off after. It's just the mounts for the radiator. But as you can see, we have pretty clear access to it now. We still need to do the upper radiator hose. We're gonna take this cap off right now, which hopefully it's cooled off by now. Yeah, there we go, much better. And we're gonna pull the lower radiator hose and drain the radiator out. That way we can kind of get everything situated out of the way, undo all the connections for the transmission and the radiator, unbolt it real quick, pull it out, swap the new one in, good to go. So not too long into it, probably about a half hour so far, and just letting it cool off. Took a little while, so not too bad of a job. Alrighty guys, this is the radiator that came out of the truck. As you can see, it's pretty beat up and nasty. So it's like 300,000 miles. We had to change the fittings over to the new radiator, which I'll explain on this one, but we got everything taken off. But in here, you can see there's kind of like this thing. You want to make sure it doesn't fall because it's kind of hard to get to. But this is the cooler for the transmission inside here, but you can see it falls down. Kind of makes a problem, so make sure you get it to stay up there. I'd swap like one over at a time because I had to fish for it. I had to fish for it to get it back in, line it all up, blow it out, make sure everything's clear, so should be solid. Right now I'm kind of doing things a little bit backwards order, but to kind of give me more space, I'm putting the cross member back in here. Gonna suck everything to it. That way I have more room to hold this back and finish up the inside here. But we have the new one set in, pretty much ready to go. Just gotta reconnect everything now. Alrighty guys, so as you can see we have the truck moved back. I don't know if you're gonna have any light. It's getting dark. This is taking a little bit longer than we thought. I'm trying to get through it. Pretty much, as you saw before, we had the radiator set in here. So we just connected these lines, which you can see they're aftermarket. So these are the Deviant race lines. He's got the setup down there. Got the coolant hose right here and down below reconnected. The upper radiator hose reconnected. All the intercooler stuff that was kind of in the way. Intake's back on, and all we have to do is put the fan shroud on, let it idle. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit in here too because we got coolant everywhere. It's kind of been a mess, so I just want to make sure everything's solid and clean before we get into that. But yeah, everything should be pretty solid on this once we get the shroud on. Alrighty guys, so we got the whole front of the truck back together. Everything pretty much on, dressed up, radiator, shroud, all that good stuff. The truck's ready to go. We are gonna give a quick once over of the suspension. There's a few things that I think I already know that are loose that I wanna check. After that, it should be rolling this out, giving it a quick rinse down for the coolant, get the coolant off the tires and stuff, and then it'll be done for tonight. So hopefully we can keep moving along at a good pace and get out of here. It's already dark. I started at like noon, so not really that says much. It gets dark at like 4:30 here, but anyways, we're gonna keep pushing to get this truck done tonight.
Coming in, flex, I just wanna win, LABB who we running with, 2233, I'm on 10 again, state your name, big been dope on flame, I just switched the lanes, damn he did it again, I just flipped the pain, stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Swimming, you sinking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffin. Money clip, I tossed it, I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming. Coming in, flex, I just wanna win, LABB who we running with, 2233, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action, I'm active. If he never heard of been dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping.
Alrighty guys, that's pretty much gonna do it for today's video. We got it back running, no leaks, no nothing. Everything's good. The radiator is no longer leaking. I rinsed it off real quick, checked the front end. It looks like outer or inner tie rods and maybe a pitman and idler arm. Some stuff I'll check tomorrow when the light is kind of hard. Wheel bearings are good and all that good stuff, but we're gonna go home. I'm gonna tomorrow I'll probably test the injectors and everything on it, but pretty much just giving them a full run through to make sure everything's solid on it. So that's gonna do it for today guys. I know, sorry, it kind of didn't cover quite everything. Obviously this is my job now, so time is money kind of deal, and I don't want to be out all night working on trucks. As fun as it is, I don't want to spend my entire day doing it. So it got kind of late. I kind of rushed a little bit of it, but hopefully it showed you guys kind of the ins and outs. That's the way I do it. You can also have taken the clutch fan off and pulled the radiator out from the front and up, but I just don't like dealing with the clutch fan, so it's a little easier to take a few bolts off and pull it up instead of taking the fan shroud, the clutch fan, all that good stuff off of. So, whoa, my thing broke. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. We will be doing more stuff. We've been working on this Duramax over here, this LBZ. If you enjoyed the video, drop a thumbs up. We'll see you next time, guys. Going home, going to bed.